Okay. I'm drinking wine. Digger's in here. He's a little bit freaked out by the storms that we have right now. It is calming down out there, you guys. Oh my God. It is pouring. It is pouring. My poor sunflowers are gonna be dead. Oh God, they're gonna be dead. Oh. I should record some of that for my daily channel. I should really probably wash my windows too. But it is really, really coming down out there. Like legit. Oh my God. The storm. It's insane. All right. Okay. All right. So it is storming. Digger's on the floor. He's trying to relax. Poor little thing. He's having a rough time. Oh, poor thing. All right. So I wanted to come on here and we're going to talk about some books. So I have this book, right? And I was going through this. Digger. All right. So I was going through this book today and I was so frustrated this morning. I know he's barking. It is pouring down here. Are you getting rained on? Because it's pouring. I don't know. So I was really, really super stressed this morning and I walked to the weather sucks. Our garden this year, like legit, is terrible. We have nothing. I'm hoping that we're going to have some hot peppers. We did have a peach. We pulled a peach off the tree today. It was really good. Greg's addicted to the peaches, which I'm kind of upset about because he's not supposed to like peaches, but he likes the peaches and the pears. The pears I can do without, but you know. Yeah, Digger freaked out and then he came in here and then he heard something and he I guess he got his mind taken off of what's happening. We've had so many storms. I think he's getting used to it. I don't know. So anyway, I was really stressed this morning. So I went into the cafeteria and I saw that they had a book sitting out. And I went to May 8th. It just happened to hit May 8th, which is weird because it's the day before my birthday, so I can remember. Oh, I saw the picture of Harley Quinn. Do you know? Okay, so we have a sunflower garden that we made this year. The sunflowers are dead, basically. They're hitting the ground. The rain and the wind is just killing it. But we have tomatoes that are growing in the sunflower garden because the squirrels were stealing our tomatoes last year and they left the tomatoes to rot where the sunflower garden is. So we have tomato vines that grew this year from the rotten tomatoes from last year. So it's kind of cool. But the tomatoes are basically rotting before we can get them. We get them and then they still rot because there's just too much moisture. So, but anyway, so May 8th, it's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. And I was like, oh my God, yes, exactly. That is exactly it. Because I was having such a rough morning. Because I was like, you know what? I don't make enough money for this shit. Honestly. The economy is too good. I can get another job. It's not a big deal. Although I'm not saying I'm going to get fired, but it is what it is. So anyway, I was reading this book called Irresistible, and it has all kinds of things in there. Yes. No, I won't. Oh my God. I have to tell you about him, but I have to tell you about him off the air because, um, yeah, we'll have to chit chat. So, so anyway, there is this book called Irresistible, and they've got all kinds of things in here, and I highlighted all kinds of stuff. But the one thing says that these big tech guys won't let their kids um, have an iPad or an iPhone or anything like that because ultimately it'll destroy your brain. Like it's not good for you. And they did a lot of talking about fitness watches. They say that the internet is filled with disconnection and addiction. I can believe that, right? Because it is. You can't like deny that. It says, let's see what else we got here. Here we go. My God, it is storming out here. It's a serious storm. I'm gonna have some wine. All right. This says that empathy has declined among college students between 1979. That was a long time ago. I was a pup. I was a little pup in 79. And 2009. They're less likely to take the perspective of other people and show less concern for others. That is so true. I think the problem with the internet is that you can find so many people that think like you that you close yourself off to hearing other perspectives or other ideas. I mean, I believe that's very accurate. That's why I highlighted it. I wrote something. I still don't even know what the heck I was trying. Maybe I was drinking when I highlighted that because that makes no sense. Let's see what else we got going on here. It is pouring. We're connected to. Okay. I'm drinking Chardonnay right now, and then we put apple Riesling in the fridge. Girl, do you want to come to the wine festival? We have a wine festival in September, and you and Joe should come. Like totally. $50 for VIP tickets. $50 for VIP tickets. You should go. We have cool bathrooms and all that jazz. All right. Let's see what else we got. I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on. You'll like Chardonnay. Chardonnay gives you a buzz. It's not bad, but Moscato is like the thing that you would love. That's how I got Greg to drink Boone's Farm. Oh God, no. You got to go to the liquor store. What is that? Oh shoot, what is that liquor store called? Hey babe. He's not listening to me. It's a liquor store that's not too far from you. Midway. Go to Midway. They have really cheap wine. It is called Crane Lake. They have Moscato. It's good. You can always get Behringer. Behringer's good. As a matter of fact, I think that's what this is. I think that's Behringer Chardonnay. It's like $8 for like a huge bottle. I like vodka too. I started with vodka tonight. YouTube is a bitch. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. This, it says the doctors took me off the medication because the side effects were stronger than the effects. Dude, that's like Greg through and through. Through and through. I just hope, I think they're going to give him pain medicine when he goes to get his knee replaced. And I really don't want him to have any medicine. I don't want him to have pain medicine because I'm just kind of like, you don't need any pain medicine, babe. But he probably does. But I just don't like the way, I just don't like it. He doesn't need it. Let's see. What makes addiction so difficult to treat is that wanting is much harder to defeat than liking. I think I could believe that. Oh, that's cool that I highlighted that because that's true. Wanting is much harder to defeat than liking. I remember I remember when my daughter's father, when I met him, and he told me, he was like, "Baby, I have something to tell you." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, we had like just met, and I dated a bunch of boys. Like, I didn't care. I wasn't like pressed about one boy. Like, I wasn't like my mom, like, I need a man in my life. And he was like, "I'm a hustler." And I'm like, "What the fuck is a hustler?" This was like in 1996. I'm like, what is a hustler? And I went to school and I asked one of the black guys that I knew in my school, I'm like, "What is a hustler?" And he's like, "Can mean a couple different things." He's like, "Does he sell drugs?" And I'm like, "I don't think so." He says he hates drugs. He said he hated people that did drugs, but he did drugs himself. So I guess he was kind of like, "Well, I'm not like them people. Like, I'm not like an addict or nothing," even though he like totally was, you know? I mean, I have my history is so fucked up. I could write a book. I could write a book. But he was like, "I'm a hustler." And then I was like, "Oh, I have to save him from the world." He told me that he worked at a pawn shop. But his definition of working in a pawn shop was stealing from stores and reselling it to a pawn shop. That way he felt like he worked for a pawn shop. What a loser. Oh my God. But I can say that I was young and stupid. That's true. Dawn, that is very, very true. You're absolutely right. So I'm like, "Okay, I believe you, babe." And I wanted to move out of my mom's house so bad. She hated us. She used to come home from work and she was like, "I hate you. I wish I never had any kids." She hated us. And the worst part is that I can honestly say, like, I think it stopped raining. I can honestly say that, like, my mom wanted us kids. She wanted us, and she hated us. I would hate to see how kids that, like, were not wanted were treated because we were treated pretty terribly. Oh my god. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Why did you do that? Hey, Chris, hey. We're talking about the stupid decisions I made when I was younger. About, like, being with my daughter's father, who was, like, oh, such a loser. He was such a loser. He had no job. Yeah, but Dawn, you don't go with the first guy that asks. You just, like, oh my god. I know, right? Look at Chloe. Hey, Dawn. Chloe was completely naked earlier, but I put a dress on her. Doesn't she look sexy? And I gave her heels too. I should have gave her a purse. I have plenty of purses I could have gave her. Chris, Dawn is like my mother effing twin. She's like my bitch. So you got to be nice to her. She is pretty, right? Not as pretty as me. Look at my hair, Dawn. Doesn't my hair look good? You got to come see me. You got to come to the house. Thank you, Val. I appreciate that. The double D's for life. So, anyway. So my ex told me I would tell you to come see me, Dawn, but you never come see me. Did you tell your mom that like I don't hate her, but I deleted her from Facebook? I should re-add her because I feel bad. Chris, she'll come see me. Come see me. Come have some peaches and some pears. If Val decides to come to Pennsylvania, we can meet up, but she's got to come to like my side of Pennsylvania, not like Philly. She's got to come to like my side of PA. I'm sure she didn't. I don't even think she's on Facebook that much, Dawn. Oh, that's not that kind of far. It's way better than like you being in California. I used to drive to Connecticut for work. So, like, I put a lot of miles on my car back in the day. Oh, wow. Virginia's like right around the corner. I'm in the DMV. DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. She plays Candy Crush. Chris is from Massachusetts. Let's see what else we can talk about. We also have. I was getting so annoyed with the book. I'm like, this book is feeling so drawn out. I was like on page 98, and there's like 300 and some page, 380 or something like that. 320. It took forever. It was so annoying. I was waiting for them to say, like, this is how you, like, get away from social media, and it didn't say that. I did. I skipped some pages. Now, this says, once you're finished climbing one mountain or running one race, you can start preparing for the next one, because today, goals are far more than just destinations. Today, we're fixated on a journey. We are fixated on a journey. We are. And often the act of reaching the goal is incidental anticlimax. Accurate. Yeah, I drove to Connecticut from Maryland to commute. Don't do that, Chris. I'm not drunk yet. That's why I'm reading, because I'm not drunk yet. I should drink some more. I should call Greg in here and be like, give me some more wine. But it's not even 8 o'clock yet. Chris, I can't be pass out drunk yet. I should chug it. I'm such a wimp. Are you drinking, Chris? Dawn, you don't know me. We are. We put green apple Riesling in the fridge. So it's getting cold. We're going to finish off, once we finish off the Chardonnay, which we're getting there, then we'll move on to the Riesling. So we have that. Don't you worry. Okay, maybe I am getting a little bit drunk because like the words are starting to run together. Me too. Dawn, we had some black cherry something. We had we had black cherry Mike's Hard Lemonade that I wanted because I wanted something like kind of cool to drink, but it doesn't give me a buzz, and I want a buzz. Chris, what do you do? And Mad Dog, Mad Dog, what 2020? I never had that. I'm not ghetto. What did Val have? What Riesling did she have? Apparently, if Mike's Hard Lemonade gets you like messed up, you are a lightweight. Or I'm a drunk. One or the other. Oh, okay. Barefoot. Barefoot is good. It's good. It's a good cheap wine. I'm all about good cheap wines. Okay, I feel like the wine is starting to like hit me right now. Dawn, I done had Fruit Loop vodka as soon as I came home. I'm drinking not the Riesling. I'm drinking the Chardonnay right now. Chardonnay will knock you on your ass. Yeah, the green apple Riesling that we had is like that too. I think it's from Olney. And Olney is actually not that far from us. It's like a 30-45 minute drive to the place where they make it. Yep, yep. So, I don't know how much we have left. Hey, babe. Let me send him a text. Let me say. He said, yo. He said, yo to me. I said, you getting more wine? Dawn, how old do you think I am? Chris says I'm 29. All right. Dawn, I am your bitch tonight. Whatever you want, I'm yours. Chris, thank you. That is very, very sweet. I am going to be honest. I'm 18. It's like, oh my God, am I showing my age? Okay. I am 4. Okay. I am. My age is. That would make me like 3 when I had my daughter. Okay. I am gonna wait until Greg comes in here and I'll let him tell you. Oh, it's pouring again. Jesus. Hey, Candace, Two's life. How are you? I'm drinking wine tonight. I'm having fun. Greg's gonna bring me some more wine, so I should empty this so I can get a full glass. Okay, we're gonna get this. I'm between 20 and 34. I'm really loving you, Chris. Well, I think we have to finish. We have to finish the Chardonnay first. Oh my God, it is pouring outside. What is happening? Oh, what what was that? Oh, it's the way the light's hitting my hair. It looks like there's something in there. It is good to have fun. Life is short. She's between 18 and 70. Thanks, Dawn. I do have to finish Chardonnay because it's open. But don't worry, because I am going to have some other stuff. Digger's sniffing. What are you doing?
He's telling me to go outside and read.
Did he? Hey, babe. What do you got? Oh, okay.
I think that one, and I'll sip it.
Say hi to Dawn.
Where's Dawn?
She's here.
Hey,
And tell Chris how old I am. So, Chris, we're gonna have. Don't worry, we'll have the Riesling because he just finished off the Chardonnay. Tell Chris how old I am.
How old you am?
Yeah, like really, how old I am.
40.
How old is you?
I'm not 40.
No, you're not 40.
Thank God for that.
Don, Greg said hi. Greg said hi. Greg said hi. Katie, I'm sure Greg said hi. Do you say hi to Katie? He says hi to Katie. So we're all good. Greg drank all the Chardonnay. So now we'll have to open the Riesling. I'm 40. Greg is not.
Hey, that's pretty good for $6.
That was $6, that big ass bottle. That big bottle.
You have Moscato too.
Whew. I drank that wine. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna get naked. Oh my god, I'm hot. What is happening? Oh, okay. Oh, that was a whole lot of boobs in your face. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Too much wine. Too much wine. We're having fun though. That's all that matters. I had a rough day at work. I'm having fun right now. Chit-chatting. Chit-chatting with y'alls. Look at this. Isn't this cute? I tried to show this earlier, but my lighting was way off. Look at how cute this is. Look at how cute Chloe is. Oh, Chloe is so freaking cute. Look at her sexy little dress. Go, mama. That's what I'm going to wear if I can lose some weight. That's what I'm going to wear to my Christmas party this year. It's adorable. Yeah, I am. I know. I do need it might be menopause too. It could be menopause. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. Where am I going to put lipstick, Dawn? Where? Where? Is Joe home? Am I taking you away from him? Not if, when. I don't even know what that was in response to, but okay. Sure. Let's get naked. I think that's probably what that was in response to. He's not home. Good. So I can bother you without like taking away your attention from him. Although I'm taking attention away from Greg, but he was annoyed with me earlier today, so if I lose weight. Yeah. What is your point? Lush Life. I just got an email from Lush. They want me to buy more stuff. I buy so much from them. Their stuff is so good though. It's good stuff. Whew, that wine, yeah, like I can feel it. I know, Dawn. I know. Let's do a 5K or a 10K. Probably a 5K, maybe a 10K. Who knows? Whatever. Let's commit to it right now while I'm drinking. Babe, come here. Come here. Say hi to Dawn. I don't know. I'm bored.
I don't. Makes me look like I'm red when
You do look red.
I'm not red over here, but over on there.
I love you. You're such a redskin. You're such an Indian.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
You Native American, you. No, 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 no. I am a mixed breed, but I am sexy. Huh? Hey, babe. Dawn just asked a good question. Come here. Oh, great. The phone rang. He'll be on the phone for a while. He'll be busy. Greg's getting a new knee. I'm going to push him into doing a 5K. We'll see what he says or what he does, but we'll see. But I think I can talk him into it, especially if we can find one that's like in one of those, like, what are they? The wine places. The wine place. Oh my God, I can't even control my burps. Like a wine. I gotta get my nails done. A wine teeth. What the? What? What? We gotta go to a wine place, and we'll do a wine like 5K, and Greg will do that because he won't. He'll be like, I passed out. I had to drink and wine, and I'll be like, of course, wine. Like a wine farm. They're not called wine farms. What the heck are they called? Doesn't even matter. But now when I think of a wine farm, I think Greg and I watched one of those murder shows. Like we're addicted to the murder show. I'm addicted to the wives with knives and the wives who kill and the wives who hate their husbands and kill them. I'm obsessed with them shows. Oh my God. But I love my husband. I swear I do. I am 40. But thank you, Chris. You are so sweet. I thank you. Wine tasting. I want to do that. Well, I mean, we do wine tasting. We go to a wine festival every year and we get so drunk. We get so drunk. We get so drunk. We get so drunk. It's so much fun. Good genes. I'm a mutt. That's the Italian, the Jewish, Polish, French, Lebanese type of stuff. You just got to be a mutt. Yes, being your friend makes me very young, Dawn. Thank you. It should be a gift. Oh my God. Did you see that, Chris? I thought you were gone. Yeah. He chugged that whole. Did you see how much he had? He chugged that whole mother thing. He's like, here, take my glass. I'm going to take the bottle. See, Chris, you're a mutt too, just like me. Winery / wine hoe. What? I'm a wine hoe. I took a screenshot of Greg. Chugging the wine. I know. That's crazy. Oh God. I think I just got your text. Oh my God. You did. Oh my God, it's making me laugh so hard. Okay, that is funny. That is fun. Dawn, you just made my night. That's awesome. Mm. Oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. What did you have for dinner? We had dinner. Greg made this, like, I forget what the heck it was. It was some kind of, like, vegan bean thingamabob he made, and it had some sausage. He put some sausage in there, and we used some chips, and it was good. It was a good dinner. So don't worry about it. But I really want to know what you had for dinner. Greg and I have to cook up some meals this weekend because I don't cook. Greg cooks. I'm so pathetic. And he's going to be going in for surgery. He has to get his knee replaced. And I'm like, can you please make some stuff so that we have some food? I mean, I can make my own food, but I don't think he likes what I would make because, like, okay, so my daughter years ago said, Dad, if you ever die, mom's going to take us to McDonald's because she doesn't know how to cook. But you want to know the really messed up part? I'm going to tell you the messed up part. So I would make like chicken or whatever I was going to make. And the kids would come out and be like, oh my God, Dad, that smells so good. What did you make? And he'd be like, nothing. Your mother's making some food. And he'd be like, oh. And they'd turn away. And I'm like, dude, you just freaking said it smelled good and you wanted some, but then you found out I made it and you didn't want anything. Like, screw you, starve to death. I'm, I'm so messed up. Oh, Greg drinks vodka. It's vodka and tequila to get. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Ow, that hurt. Ow. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Eggplant filled with ground meat and guacamole. That sounds good. I've actually never had eggplant before. Is that weird? Greg should have a video of his recipe. We've done a few, and I tried to upload like everything to this channel, so I have everything here because I had two channels. I had a daily channel, and I had this main channel. And then I kind of went through like a midlife social media crisis, and I said, I'm gonna take everything. You're almost drunk. What's your hair is all frizzy. You look like my hey, stop. My hair's cute. I don't normally wear it down. Now you're making me feel all self-conscious and stuff. Um, but anyway, I kind of went through like a midlife crisis thing. Oh, okay. I kind of went through like a social media midlife crisis, and I like moved everything over to this channel. I deleted my Facebook page, well, my Facebook personal, well, I didn't delete it. I still have it, but I deleted everybody from it. And I deleted my blog because I'm like, whatever. Oh, my hair looks amazing right now. Thank you. It's that Italian, Polish, Jewish, French thing that I have going on. Lebanese. I don't even know because my family lied about their history and all that stuff because they're embarrassed by who they are. I'm not embarrassed by who I am because I don't even know who the fuck I am. Because everybody lies. They all lie. I'm cool with it, whatever. Are you kidding right now? Yes, the Chardonnay is gone. Did you not see Greg drink the whole freaking thing out of the bottle? He drank the whole freaking bottle. Yeah, exactly. My glass is full. I haven't moved on to the Riesling yet, but soon we shall. Dinner. I had dinner. We had stuff. No, you can't knock wine on the ground. What's wrong with you, boy? Nah, soaking up the alcohols for the week. Tell him you drank it all. Greg's talking to his son. He's like, "Oh yeah, Don and I are drinking some cheap wine called Frontera. It is alcohol abuse, and alcohol abuse is not acceptable in drinking water." Okay, I'm drinking water, and we are talking about what are we talking about? What do you guys want to know about me? So, I had a daughter. She's 21. She's a felon. No, it's not vodka. I promise. It's legit water. Like I can't handle vodka. Not me. Oh God, you're a baby. Are you a felon? Because my daughter's a felon. Dawn, you're back. We're talking about the fact that my daughter's a felon and she's 21. She's 21 and she's a felon. That's what Chris and I are talking about. Chris is telling me that he's 21, the same age as my daughter. So, yeah. And we're talking about the fact that I'm a mutt. And Greg is talking to Corey, his son, and telling him that we're drinking cheap wine and it's really hitting me right now. I'm feeling like fucked up right now. All right, Dawn, take the puppy out and come back. So, kind of what we're doing right now. It's 8:16. I really have to get my nails done. I wanted to go get my nails done today, but it just wasn't happening. They told me 5 o'clock, and I'm like, no, not an hour from now. I don't think so. It's too long. It's too far away. Okay, the wine is really it's hitting me. It's hitting me now. All right. Let's see. What can we talk about? What are some things that we could talk about? We can talk about um this. Let's see. Oh God, it was itchy. So okay, so let's talk about my first car because this is gonna be funny. So, Big Brother? I don't know what about Big Brother. That's what they told me in my old job. They said Big Brother is always watching you. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? They used to screenshot, like somebody got in trouble because they were checking their bank account while they were at work. Oh, that's not cool. That's not cool. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, my car, my first car. Let me tell you guys about this. So, my parents, I was the oldest child, right? I had a kid when I was young. I was 17 when I got pregnant. I was 18 when I had her. Lord. Okay, the wine's getting to me. Let me chill out. Okay, so anyway, my parents helped my brother, who's a loser, get a car. They didn't help me. Like, I had a kid. Like, I probably could have used a car. Like, hello. but whatever. That's okay. You know, sometimes when you're dealt with like difficulties and challenges in life, you become a better person. It's okay. I'm still a little bitter about it, but both my parents are dead at this point. So it's like last laugh, haha. No, kidding. Well, no, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Whatever. Don't listen to me. I'm drunk. Okay. Listen to me. So, what I'm trying to say is my first car was a well, I had a rental car that I was paying for. The show I haven't watched the show in a really long time. Like, I watched the first 1 or 2 seasons, and it's been going on for, like, 20 seasons or 20-some seasons, so but, anyway, my car. I had I was renting a car. I was doing, like, the rental thing, and I was paying per day. It was, like, $40 per day, but I was like, "Cool, whatever, for me to have a car." I was paying it. And then I was, like, sleeping with this bartender whose sister worked for Enterprise, so I kinda got, like, a little bit of a good deal, and what's going on? Okay. Um, so I kinda did that, and what was I trying to say? So I decided to get rid of that, and I was gonna get a car. And I wanted a Jeep Wrangler, so I went to the Chrysler spot, and they had neons, and it was in 1999. They had a 2000 I am so drunk right now, it's, like, not even funny. They had a 2000 neon, Dodge neon at the time, they were Dodge neons, and I was like, "This is kinda cool." It was a really nice car, actually. Let's give credit where credit is due. Dodge had a good neon. And I got it, and I was like, "Well, like, I don't have money right now." And they were like, "That's okay, write us a check." Whew, okay, so did I dance with Chloe? Did I do that? No, I didn't do that. You're lying. I did not dance with Chloe. I didn't dance with Chloe. Did I dance with No, I didn't. I would remember dancing. I'm not that drunk. I'm drunk right now, but I'm not that drunk. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, what I was saying is that I had this neon, and it was like a cool car. And he says, you don't need money. You can write us a check. So I wrote him a check for $3,000. I didn't have a job or a place to live at the time. I don't even know how that happened. I went and saw Greg, and I'm like, this is when I first met Greg. And I'm like, I got a car. I got a new car. He is like, sure you did. If he would have believed me, I would have got a Jeep Wrangler because he'd have been like, no, let's go trade it in and get you a Jeep. But he thought I was kidding. But I really did. And I had the neon for about 6 or 7 months, and then it got repoed, which was fine. I was like, whatever, come get it. It's a piece of crap. It got hit. I don't even want it. And when they called, because I was going to work in um, Connecticut, and I was in Maryland, so I was driving from Maryland to Connecticut, and they called, and they were like, "We can come get it," and I'm like, "Yeah, voluntary repo. You can come get the car." And they said, "Well, how many miles are on it?" And I said, 17,000. And they're like, "You mean 1,700, right?" Because I got the car in November. It was a 2000 neon. This is like April of 2000. And they're like, "You mean 1,700?" I'm like, "No, I know how to count. It's 17,000." They're like, "No, there's no way." I'm like, "Oh no, there's 17,000 on it." And they came and took my car. And that was the whole point of my I don't even know why did I tell that story? So they came and took my car. They got my car. It was a kinda cool car, but it had a lot of miles on it, so it was probably a good thing they came and got the car. But whatever. But I always wanted a Jeep Wrangler. So Greg and I met when I was 21. It took me till I was 30. He got me a Jeep Wrangler for my 30th birthday. He hated it. He hated the idea of me getting a Jeep. He did not want me to get a Jeep, but he got me a Jeep because he loves me and that's what I wanted. And I wanted a Jeep Wrangler since I was 16. I mean, I dated a guy that I met. I used to meet, this is so off topic, but when I worked at the toy, no, when I worked at a toy store. I worked at KB Toys. Some of you little chicklets probably don't even know what KB Toys is or was. KB Toys was like the bomb.com. They were like the toy store that was in all the malls. Do you even know what malls are anymore? Like malls are just like they were like this big building and they had a bunch of stores in the building and they were like amazing. And I worked at KB Toys and I love that place. And I worked there and I kept my job. I think I only kept my job because our house caught on fire, and I think my boss felt bad for me because our house caught on fire, but I was 16 and I loved that place. I loved it. And I remember the first year I worked there. This is so random. I remember there was this woman, she came in and she was like, I want a black baby doll. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I start to walk her back towards like where the dolls were. She's like, I'm sure you don't have them, right? And I'm like, no, we have baby dolls of different colors. And she's like, oh. And she walked away and I'm like, what was the point of that? Did you just want to get mad about something? Like I don't understand what that was about. But I mean, I loved my job at the store. KB Toys was like the coolest toy store to work at. And I love like people always freak out about like Black Friday and like I don't want to work because it's like so busy. I loved that. I loved it. 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 Did I mention I loved it? It was like the best thing ever. And we would open early and KB Toys had like the they were like tables that would sit outside and we had like the batteries and all the toys and they would like because KB Toys had like all the toys that like made all kinds of noises and stuff. And we had like the little animals that would be like in the chip bag. So it would look like the chips had like a animal in it or a mouse in it or something. It was kind of cool. I love that place. I mean, I had the best job ever. And I was so skinny back in the day. And I remember like hiding behind toys on the shelf, on the bottom shelf. I would hide and I would like push a box out and people would freak out. Oh man, I had so much fun. That was the best. That was the best job ever. And I worked there for almost 3 years. And it was about the time when it was kind of going out of business anyway. But I love that store and I had like a cool boss. He was 21. He was young. And hey Drive Shaft, I appreciate you stopping by. So it was like so much fun. It just was. It was the best job. And I met a good a portion of my boyfriends at the toy store, which is kind of weird. And I met my daughter's father at the toy store. That was probably the worst thing that ever happened to me at the toy store. But I did meet this guy. He had a Jeep. He was 21 and he's told me he was like, well, he's like, I can't stop messing with my hair. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. So he was like really, really, I don't know, it was kind of cute. I remember I was on the ladder. I remember the whole process. I was on a ladder and I was climbing up, like dealing with PlayStations or something, and he held the ladder for me. And he told me he worked at the police station, and I was like, okay, cool. Like there's something about like guys and power and stuff, and He like unloaded trucks or something. He wasn't anything special. But he was really cute and he loved chapstick, which I love chapstick, like hello. Um and he told me he had a Jeep. I'm like, "Well, what do you drive?" And he's like, "A Jeep Wrangler." And I'm like, "Whew, whew, what? A Jeep? Oh my god. Let me control myself. Let me control myself. Like, hello, Jeep Wrangler." Soft top? He's like, "Yeah." He had a white Jeep Wrangler. Oh my god. The guy with the Jeep. Little did guys know, boys know, when I was in school, like, if you had a Jeep Wrangler or soft top, probably could have got my pants off. It's like I was not that easy, but still. Oh my god, I could still like, oh my god, love a guy with a Jeep. So glad my husband's got a Jeep now. Like, hello, cheers to Jeep Wranglers. Jeep motherfuckers, you. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, anyway, he had a white Jeep Wrangler. He had a pit bull. He had a couple pit bulls, and I didn't realize pit bulls could be so lovable. Like I love. I'm gonna tell you what. I have a little small Chihuahua, but pit bulls are so sweet. Chihuahuas not so much. Pit bulls sweetest dogs ever. Chihuahuas mean, mean. Okay. So anyway, so I went to his house. I was totally gonna give up my virginity to him too. See, I just girls will drop their pants for a guy with a Jeep Wrangler. I'm just saying. Let's be honest. You got a Jeep Wrangler? You got it going on. You can get some of that. So, but I didn't. I probably should have because I probably wouldn't have ended up with my daughter's father, who was a child sex offender and ruined my entire life. But, you know, we all learn lessons in life. That was one of my lessons in life. Dude, I wish we had the internet back then because then you could have like did research on somebody. Because I was one when I met somebody, I'm like, if I thought they were like not in high school, I'm like, how old are you? And why are you hitting on me? Because I look like I'm 12. Like, people used to come into the toy store and he thought that the toy store was like a family owned business because I was so young. He just assumed like you have to be like a kid. So when somebody would ask me out, I'm like, why? Are you like a pervert? And I remember asking my ex, I'm like, are you a perv? Because he told me he was 23, which was, no, wait, no, wait. No, no, no. He told me he was 20, right? He told me he was 20. Then I found out he was 23. I was 17 at the time, right? So I never lied about my age. He lied about his. He told me he was 20. If he would have told me he was 23, I'd have been like, are you kidding me? You're way too old for me. But when he told me his age, I had already like ran away from home and I was already trapped. Can we say I was trapped? Yeah, it was terrible. I mean, we all make mistakes, but like mine was pretty big. Mine was pretty big, but tried to fix it. Tried to like handle stuff. I remember the day that I went out with my daughter's father, he he asked me, he was like, are you okay to go out? And I said, I'm not, I can't go out with you tonight. My brother was hit by a car. He was hit by a car. He was crossing the street and a pregnant woman hit him with her car by accident. Like the kids were running across the street, whatever. He got mad. And I'm like, I went to the hospital with my brother, but he ended up being okay. My mom's like, just go out. I was at work when it happened. I was working at Kmart, and my brother called me, and he says, "I don't know what you do when Paul got hit by a car," and he just hung up, and I'm like, and I ended up at the hospital, and blah blah blah. It was a process. So my ex was like, "What do you mean you can't go out with me? I got a taxi all the way down here, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll meet you." We went out to a movie, and he told me that he had twins, and he told me that one of the twins got murdered. And he was when he was like walking up to a house, like he was holding one of the kids, and a like somebody was did like a drive-by shooting and hit one of his kids and killed one of his kids. And I'm like, "Oh my god." And I was I was like, "Oh, this guy I was going out on a date with, I'm just like, I can't believe like you have twins and like one of them died because like that's horrible." And I felt bad, and I remember he like took a cigarette out. Like people think that I smoke. I don't smoke. And I've never even smoked weed. Like, I'm such a goody two shoes. I drink. Okay, that's like my downfall. I drink. Hey Val, life is good. I thought you were going to sleep. So that's like one of my things. So he was smoking, and I looked at him, and I'm like, "Oh, you smoke?" Like, oh, ew. And, he's like, Is that a problem?" And I'm like, "Well, like, kind of," but I tried to, like, be cool about it. And we went to this movie, and then, he just kinda seemed to hang around. Like, I had a lot of boyfriends, and I met a lot of my boyfriends I met at the KB toy store. It's just kinda weird, like, oh, yeah, most of the guys I met was at a toy store, like, pedophile much? But I don't know. The guys were cool. And he just never went away. He was just always there. Little did I know he probably didn't have a place to stay, so he was just like there. And we would come home from the movies, and I remember one night, like I fell asleep, and he deliberately stayed. My mom came downstairs. She freaked the out when she saw I had a boy in the house. And I'm like, "I didn't know he was there. I thought he left. I'm sorry. I'm not that type of person. I don't have random guys like at the house. Like I don't have random boys at the house. I'm a good girl. I work 2 jobs, go to school. What do you want from me? I'm a virgin. Like what do you want from me?" So I haven't even moved on to the Riesling yet. I'm so drunk. Okay. So, Val, you missed it. Greg drank like all the Chardonnay. He drank the Chardonnay. So, anyway, I couldn't get my ex to go away. He was there. And I remember he asked me for my pager. That tells you how long ago it was, right? A pager. Do like you young kids even know what a pager is? Because that's what he asked for. And he had my pager. My dad got mad at me and he came into the toy store and he picked me up and he drags me out of the toy store. I'm kicking and screaming. I'm like, no, leave me alone. I hate you. I hate you. I'm kicking and I'm screaming. And I was like, whatever. So my dad got mad. He's like, you can't see this boy anymore. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I just didn't want to get in trouble, right? And I already hated my living situation. Like my mom told us on a daily basis that she hated us and she wished she never had any kids and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I just don't want to be in this situation anymore. I just want to be on my own. And the worst part is that I loved my mom. I cared about her, right? I'm going back through history and history sucks. So, like just dealing with my mom and stuff and I gave my mom a lot of passes because she was epileptic and I just kind of felt like, with epilepsy, when you have a seizure, your brain stops and I'm just like, so my mom's not like all there, but it's okay. Like epilepsy and seizures is kind of like it's kind of like a big deal. So I gave her a lot of passes, but I know I need to have the green. I don't know if I can have the green apple. I'm drunk already, and I still have this much to go, and I feel like I'm slurring my words. Am I slurring my words? Let me know if I'm slurring my words because I have no clue. So, anyway, what was I saying? So, my daughter's father was at the house, and I mean, we kind of had some fun, but like no sleeping together. Like, I was a virgin. I was a good girl. So, what was it? Easter came, and I just wanted, I just wanted my pager. That's it. I just wanted my pager. So, my daughter's father called me, and he's like, "I have your pager. I'm gonna bring it by." And I'm like, "Cool, good. I need my pager." So he comes to the house and he comes to drop it off, and my dad and my stepmom was spying on me, and they see that he comes into the house, and they come into the house, and I'm like, "Oh shit, my dad's here." So my mom was at work. My dad comes in with his girlfriend, with my like soon to be stepmom, who's only a few years older than me, but whatever. I'm not gonna say nothing. I mean, Greg and I have an age difference, but we're just gonna go with it. So he comes flying into the house. Well, I grab the few things I could grab, and I run out of the house. I run away. I run to some woman's house. I come knocking on the door. I'm like, please help me. Somebody's after me. My dad's gonna attack me. He's abusive, whatever. She lets me in, and I wait there for a little bit, and I call a friend of mine, and I'm like, can you please take me to whatever location? Oh, so she takes me where I asked her to. Oh, oh, now I'm still drinking. It was a big fat. It was like this big of a bottle, like this big. It's this big of a bottle of Chardonnay, and I'm still drinking it. But Greg drank the rest of it. You can ask um, Chris. Chris can let you know that Greg drank the rest of it, and we're gonna move on to an apple Riesling in a few minutes after I drink this. But do I look like a drunk? It's coming, it's coming. I'm still drinking the what are you drinking? That's my question. Like, what are you drinking? Because yeah, don't start questioning me about green apple until you tell me what you're drinking. So anyway, like I was saying, my I don't even know. Are you happy, Val? Or are you happy? I don't even know what's going on. I need to get my nails done so bad. Just want to get my nails done. They're just not pretty right now. Well, they kind of look pretty, but trust me, up close, they're not pretty. No, I'm not drinking the Riesling yet, Chris. Who asked you anyway? What kind of problems are you trying to cause? Working on it. I am so drunk right now. I don't even know how that happened. How did I need I need some pretzels or something. I feel like I need something. How did this even happen? It's now almost 9 o'clock at night and I'm drunk. I don't even know what happened. Chloe is about 6 months old. She's a baby. She's the only child I ever wanted to give birth to. I should have only gave birth to. I should never give birth to any other children except Chloe. Chloe's thebomb.com. She is pretty tall. Let me know what you're drinking. I am drunk. I am so drunk. I'm so drunk right now. I'm gonna send my husband a text message. He's gonna totally know I'm drunk. That's all I remember too, Chris. I have a 21-year-old daughter. I don't remember nothing else that I said. My husband's gonna kick my butt. So yeah, so I have a 21-year-old daughter. She's a felon. Do you remember that? That's all I can really say about that. My husband's talking to his son, and I'm like, "Do you want to get I'm so drunk. Should I do that? Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc. I took French. I wasn't very good at it. Was that French? I don't even know if that's French. I guess that's French. It sounds French. Blanc. That sounds French. Never. Never. You can never have too much to drink. I don't even know what's. I gotta go to the ladies' room again. I think you sound as French as Joey. Trebani. What the fuck? Who was that? What is that? Sauvignon. Sounds like it's not very good. You got to start with a Moscato or a Chardonnay, like I'm drinking, and I'm already drunk. I'm not as drunk. Yes. Yeah. What is UET? What is that? What is that? You say you're not drunk yet? Okay. Okay. Yep, sure. Sure, Val. I am not Val. Okay. Should I put my hair up? Is it cute up? Should I keep it down? I think I have to go potty again. I think I'm gonna go do that. And I'm gonna go see Greg, my cat type thing. Bull crap! Don't blame the new part of the family. Don't blame the new family member on that. Don't don't do it. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. So I have my little blanket, and I am going through some. So let's talk about something. I don't even know what. Let's see what else we can talk about. All right. Let's talk about how Greg and I got married. So, Greg, Owen, I know, Greg Digger came in and he disappeared. He came in and he left. So, when Greg and I got engaged, you know those little plastic 25-cent machine things you can get, the little eggs, and you can get the tattoos or the little ring in them or whatever. So Greg bought one of those. He got a 25-cent thing, and he was cooking dinner. And I was sitting in the living room. The kids were outside. They were playing on the trampoline in the backyard. And he went and grabbed this 25-cent machine, little plastic egg, and he threw it at me. He threw it at me. He didn't get down on his knee. He didn't do none of that. He was like, here. He threw it at me. And he's like, here. And he's cooking dinner. And he just threw it at me. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm thinking it's like a Cracker Jack. I'm thinking it's a Cracker Jack box, like little toy ring. He throws it at me, and I open it, and I'm like, I'm still not processing what it is. And I'm like, is this? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that was kind of how we got engaged. Like it was just that. It was he cooked a good dinner and the kids were outside jumping on a trampoline and he threw my ring at me. He didn't get down on a knee, nothing like that. He just threw it at me. And he's like, "Well, when do you want to get married?" And I'm like, mm. I mean, when I met him, I told him if I was to ever get married, I want to be like 97 because I don't want to get a divorce. Like, that's the type of life I grew up in. Like, I just, like, when you get married, you get a divorce. So, if we get married, I don't want to get married until we're 97. That way, I'm too old to even care about getting a divorce. And that's just it. That's just it. But, yeah, I know, right? How romantic. Ugh. But, and we got married at the courthouse and we went and got our um, license and we thought it was going to be kind of like jailhouse-ish, so we didn't want to take the kids with us. We're just like, just going to go. Like, he'd already been married 2 times before. I'd never been married, but I didn't really have any family, so I'm just like, let's let's just get married and we'll just go with it. So went to the courthouse, but it was really, really nice actually. I'm kind of sad we didn't have the kids with us, but we went and we got married. It was just me and him. That was it. Um, our witnesses were like just people in the courthouse. Like it wasn't a big deal. And I remember I was looking everywhere for something to wear. I'm like, I don't want to wear white because, like I'm not a virgin. So I was like, I don't know. And then the white dress I did find was kind of like slutty ish. It was kind of stripper esque. I'm like, hmm. So I wore black pants and like a purple, like shiny top kind of thing. It was okay. We had his son take some pictures of us before we went to the courthouse. And we don't have them pictures. So we don't have any pictures when we got married. Um, and I mean, but it was a good day. We got married, we went home, we got the kids, we got a neighborhood kid, and we went out to dinner. We paid for dinner, and we just that was it. It was cool. Kevin asked me in a burger joint with his mom and my daughter. I was in shock. My daughter said, "No, unless you ask the right way." So he did, and then Megan said he asked. How old was Megan then? I thought I thought Megan was Kevin's daughter. My daughter was 2 when I met Greg, and that was the only father she knew until she decided she wanted to be a junkie, and then she moved in with a real father. But whatever. We won't go there. Or we already did. Whatever. I'm tired. I don't know if I can go to the Apple Riesling or not because, yeah, I'm tired. I should go watch a movie. I want to go out in that dress. Look at how sexy that dress is. Oh my God. That's my goal for the year. That's it. Right there. I want that dress. Okay. I Val, are you doing a video at 9 o'clock or no? I don't know how I'm gonna drink anymore because oh, that wine hit me fast. I don't think I had enough to eat for dinner or something. I can hear Greg talking about stuff, but I don't know what. So, all right, I'm going to talk about, Megan was from my first marriage. Oh, wow. Really? I didn't realize that. Was her father a loser like my first? Just like my ex was a loser. He was a child sex offender. Cool. So my ex was a child sex offender. He was a thief. He was uh, violent. He was abusive to his ex girlfriends. Um, if you pulled up his record, it's like a mile long. Like people say that, like, oh yeah, it's a mile long. No, like my ex, like his is a mile long. And that's just in Maryland. That doesn't count like Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. It's bad. He's such a loser. I mean, when I go bad, I go bad. And like I knew he was bad, but like I didn't know he was a child sex offender. And even when we went to court, let me tell you about the courts. Even when we went to court and they were like, he's a child sex offender. Like, because they had to know that, right? Because they can pull that stuff up. They were still like, yeah, he can have weekend visitation with his daughter. What? The stuff that happened in the court system blows my freaking mind. Like, I mean, it blows my mind. Why is I just want my shirt like straight and sexy. Not like all. Like, what is that? I have boobs. I don't know what's going on. Val, I totally think I'm drunk right now. My ex cheated on me too. You want to know how I found out that he cheated on me? Let me have a drink and I'll tell you about how I found out that my ex was cheating on me for the first time that I found out. He probably cheated on me before her, but I'll tell you about the first time I found out. Okay. So, this is like back in the day when it took like probably $300 for a WordPress laptop thingy. It wasn't like a laptop, but it was like a WordPress thing where you could like write up stuff and you could play Tetris. Okay. So I was still in school like as in high school. And I talked to the counselors there, and I'm like, I'm pregnant. I really want to go through school. Can I still go through school? I was living in Baltimore County, but I went to school in Anne Arundel County. And they were like, "Yeah, sure, to get you through school, that's fine." My shirt is like all twisted. All right. So I went to the school and my ex was paying somebody to take me to school, a hack, right? A hack was kind of like Uber or Lyft now, but it was illegal, right? Like, Lyft and Uber is like a legal hack. That's all they are. So a hack was like just some random freaking person who was like, "I'm going to be a taxi, but I'm not really a taxi, but I'm going to be a taxi. You can pay me to take you where you want to go." So there was this guy who was going to take me, and he was taking me to school every morning. And, I went to school, and I forget what my whole purpose of saying all this was. But anyway, he took me to school, and um, one morning, I remember, one morning he did not show up. And I walked out, and I was living in a hotel at the time, just to let you know. So I was living in a hotel, pregnant. I don't, I don't know what the hell I thought was going on with my life. So we lived upstairs in a hotel, and I went outside to find the hack, but he wasn't there because he was too busy out getting high and partying with strippers the night before. True story. So I go back into the room and I try to wake my ex up. I'm like, "Hey, like the dude is not there." And he's asleep because he's high. And I'm trying to go to school to try to do something better for the life have that I chose, right? Trying to get away from my parents. And I'm just like, what the hell did I get myself into? And there's a knock at the door, and I'm thinking it's the guy who's supposed to drive me to school. It's my hack. And I open the door, and this girl's there. She's got short hair, a little bit shorter than mine now, dirty blonde hair, and dirty. She's like dirty. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, she's got my shirt on. She's got the same shirt I got on. She's got the same shirt that I got. She comes knocking at the door. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong door." And I'm like, mm-hmm. And I shut the door. I go looking through my stuff because I'm like, that fucking bitch had my shirt on. And I'm going to look through my stuff, and I'm like, fucking bitch has my shirt. So I try to wake my ex up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch came to the door. She's got my shirt on. What the hell is going on? And he just kind of blows it off. And I let it go for a day or two when I go to school. And I go to my counselor's office, and I am emotional. I'm pregnant, very pregnant. I'm like 7 months pregnant. I'm just like, what the fuck have I done with my life? Like I got pregnant. Um, First time I had sex, like I'm a mess. I'm a wreck. Like, what did I do to myself? And my counselor says, can I call your mom? And I'm like, yeah. And she asked how she could call her, and I gave her my mom's work number. And when I first ran away from home, I tried to call my mom like 2 or 3 days after I left home. Oh God, I'm gonna cry. And so I had them call my mom, and I'm like, because when I left home, my mom changed her phone number. So like people are like, if you leave home, parents are waiting for their kid to call and say like, "I'm alive, I'm sorry," or "I'm okay," or whatever. And within like 48 hours, my mom changed her phone number. So, um, oh God, what the fuck? So I'm a crying drunk tonight. So, anyway, my, oh God, Greg is coming too. So, I told my mom, I'm like, so I'm sorry, I didn't talk to my mom. The counselor talked to my mom, and they said, we have your daughter here, and she's pregnant, and she needs you. And, oh God. So I'm not supposed to be like this right now. Look. Right, I have some tissues. I can try to gather myself a little bit. So, thanks, Val. So, oh God, I'm dropping my, okay. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. So, they told my mom, they're like, your daughter's here and she's pregnant, and she needs you. Yeah, it's I'm having an emotional moment right now. Um, so Dawn's a crying drunk right now. But so the counselor told my mom I was pregnant, and oh my God, dude. Oh, hold on. Oh my God, there's a frog on my window. There's a frog on my window. Oh, I needed that distraction. Okay, I'm good. That's so weird. Oh, I gotta shoot Craig when he comes by. Okay. So I needed that so much. It's like God just came and said, "Don't." And smile. Okay. Okay. So, um, like I was saying, so my counselor called my mom, and they were like, "Hey, babe, come here, babe, come here, come here. I gotta show you something. Look, come here. Come here. I'm crying. I'm talking about my mom, but come look.
Hold on a second, Gary.
Look at what's on my window."
That's a first.
I know. Go get a camera. Show Corey. That's awesome.
Dawn's got a frog with her screen on the window.
Greg's laughing because I have a frog. guys don't even know I needed that. I needed that distraction. Okay. So, anyway, so my my counselor called my mom, and I was heartbroken because I didn't want to admit that I like messed up. And really I only messed up I because I just wanted to get away from home. Like home was so bad. And I felt like oh fuck. I felt like when I left home, like like my ex, oh God. So, let me back up. In high school, I was working 2 jobs. I was working at, KB Toys. I was making $4.25 an hour. $4.25 an hour. And I was working at Kmart, and I was making big time bucks there. I was making $5.50 an hour. $5.50 an hour. Oh my god. And, I used to sit there and I used to, like, figure out my tears are salty. Love salt. Um, I used to figure out, like, how much I would need for, like, electric and rent, and I used to go to places and figure out how much rent was, and, um Ribbit. It's Ribbit. Yeah, Ribbit. I used to go through all this stuff and, um oh god. So the reason that I ended up pregnant with a heroin junkie in the middle of Baltimore City, living in a hotel, which was better than living in an abandoned building, was because I just didn't want to live at home anymore. I was just tired of like dealing with that. And we lived in a good area, and it was a good neighborhood, and I went to a good school, and but what I went through as a child was just hard. It was just hard. So, um, oh God, so fucking stupid. So, I went to my counselor, and I was like, "This is what I'm going through." And uh, once the girl came and knocked on the door, I was just like, I can't do this, because it was in front of my face. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And I left, and my mom took me back in, and it was it was okay. They called her work. She called my dad, and she said, Dawn's pregnant, but she knew that because my mom went to a woman who read cards, right? Not like tarot cards, like regular playing cards. It was cartomancy. And the woman told her that I was living in the city. I was in a bad situation. This freaking frog is still sitting outside the window. Okay. what the hell? um, and my mom came and picked me up, and I went to her house. She bought a new house with the money that I had in my savings account that she stole from me, but I digress. Um, because I told you I was working 2 jobs. I was putting money into my savings, and she took that, but I left home a month before I turned 18. She took all my money. I was a minor, so all my money went into an account that her name was on, so she took it. Um, but whatever. So I went through all that. I was dealing with that, and frog. All right. So she helped me, and I remember she let my ex come back around. So I was talking about this like laptop thing. It was like a WordPress machine. It wasn't a laptop, but it kind of was, and you could play Tetris on it, and you could write word stuff on it. And when I went to go grab my stuff when he wasn't there, because I knew he'd be out stealing, because that's what he did. Um, I opened the thing, and it said something like, "I love you," right? And I'm like, why did you do that? Like, I'm ready to like close this chapter. I'm pregnant, but I'm ready to like close you out of it. Why did you write that? And he ruined everything in my life. So God, he ruined my whole life. So I grabbed my stuff, and I saw the WordPress machine that he wrote on. And I want to, but I can't. I should. Ask me a question that'll get me off of this topic. Because I'm sad. Oh God. It sucks. So so I got my stuff, and I saw that, and I just wanted him to I just wanted him out of my life, and he wouldn't go away. And I remember him coming in. I remember us going to a motel a couple times, and he would come over, and I didn't want him to be at my mother's house overnight because I felt that was disrespectful. So we would go to a motel, and I remember him going to hold me, and he was like, "Baby, baby, Mandy, baby," and I'm like, "Who the fuck is Mandy?" You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is? So Mandy was actually the girl who was wearing my shirt, the dirty blonde chick, the fucking nasty ass bitch who came to my door. So I'm like, okay, all right, cool. The frog's still just sitting here, fucking chilling. Hey, babe. He's ignoring me right now. I should have Greg bring me my phone so I could take a picture of it, Instagram that shit. Yeah. So, but I remember, oof, I remember when I was pregnant. I'm gonna say this right about Sears. This is good. This ain't gonna make me cry. Um, I remember Sears. They had just moved into the mall in my area, and they were looking to hire people. And I was like, I need to get a job because I've always been about that, right? Like you have to take care of your own stuff, right? And I feel like I'm the one that's responsible for taking care of stuff. Freddie the frog. He is Freddie. Freddie. Um, I I remember going into Sears, and Sears was like cool. Like they had cool clothes, and this he's got such a fat belly. The frog has got a fat belly. Um, I remember going into Sears, and I'm like, I just want them to hire me for the holidays. I just, just holiday work. That's all I want. But I was trying to hide my pregnancy. So I wore some overalls, right? Because that's kind of like what I wore throughout my pregnancy. Hey, Val, did you know they're hiding they were hiding your comment because they said it was like provocative. I guess nasty ass is provocative. I do have Freddie the Frog. Um, so I went to Sears and I was wearing my overalls because, that's what I was doing. And I went in for my interview. What are you doing? Greg's got guns going on back there. But I went for my interview and I tried to hide my pregnancy. I had my overalls on. I was hoping to hide my pregnancy. I went I went to an interview with overalls on, and my interviewer said, "So how far along are you?" And I was like, "Fuck, she knows," you know, because like my daughter kind of hid a lot. So unless I was going, unless it was right before my doctor appointment, I was big. It was really big. But I would go for my doctor appointment, she'd hide. So I remember I had a picture with Santa Claus because my daughter was due in January. So I had a picture with Santa Claus. She was huge. And I went to the doctor and he said, "What's wrong with you? Your belly is not big." I was very, very small. I was 97 pounds before I got pregnant. I was 118 when I had her. Like when I went in to give birth to her, I was like 118 pounds or 17 pounds or something like that. I was under 120. And I'm like, I'm good. And I remember them saying something to me, and but anyway, Sears, they were like, "Oh, we have a lot of people that are pregnant. That's good. If you're due after the new year, that's perfect. We'll hire you." And I'm like, "Oh." And I remember when we had I remember when we had our orientation and we're walking around and they're showing us the whole area and they're introducing us to security and all that stuff. And we had to carry a bag. You had to have a bag that was see through because they had to be able to see that you weren't stealing anything. And the security was talking to us and they had the cameras and they were like, "Oh, look at the cameras and all the angles we get and this and that, and blah, blah, blah." And I knew all that stuff because my dad did security. My dad worked for Montgomery wards and Ames and Value Cities. So like I've been in that world. And they were showing us and they're like, oh look at this. And while they're showing us, we saw people stealing stuff. And they're like, excuse oh the the frog moved. Excuse me. Dude, the frog just moved. He's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. He moved while I was recording. You're Freddie. He does have a pure belly. So, so yeah, so I got a job at Sears while I was pregnant, and I went into labor at Sears. They had all the big guys at Sears, and I was in Sears. I wasn't working at the time, but I was in Sears, and I'm like, oh, something doesn't. And I saw one of the girls I worked with, and she's like, I'm with the big guys. And I'm like, I'm sorry, because like I was going into labor at the time. Oh, it was the whole thing was a mess. Everything from the time I left home, from the time I lost my virginity to like for eternity. Like things were just hard. Things were just really, really hard. I don't think I don't think people understand or really know like what I went through. It was hard. Uh-oh. The frog left. He jumped off. He said it's time to move on. I wanted to get my phone and get his picture, but whatever. Thanks, Katie. I'm having some moments tonight. I wasn't expecting that. It just kind of came on. So, oh man. Oh God. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't even know. Am I good? It's just stuff like when I had my daughter, I wanted to be very open with her, right? With everything that was like kind of going on. And then I was like, I have to protect my daughter from like the bad stuff. And now I kind of feel like maybe I should have told her more when she was younger, but I don't think I should have told her more when she was younger. I don't know. Where did I meet Greg? In his front yard. In his front yard. I don't even know how to explain it. I met him through a mutual friend who wasn't really a mutual friend. If that makes sense. That makes no sense, does it? I met Greg. I was working in Connecticut, and a mutual friend was watching my daughter, and she wanted to stop by, and I got so mad because we were in Connecticut and she was calling Greg, collect, but kinda, like, under things that I was being charged for, and I'm like, "Why the fuck are you calling this guy?" You know? And, she was dating a friend of mine, but she was babysitting my daughter, and, she owed a whole bunch like, I was responsible for all her calls to Greg, right? Which cost a fortune at the time, because cell phones weren't a thing at the time, and, she was calling him collect, but she was calling him collect on a hotel phone, and I owed money for that, so I was like, "You're good, like, I don't know who this person is, but you're blah, 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 you better figure out a way to pay." So, we drove, back to Maryland from Connecticut, and, um, she introduced me to him, and I'm like and we were talking, and I'm like, "He's kinda cool." Like, he's a good storyteller, I like him, he's cool, and, then one of his friends, who was a mutual friend, it was actually this girl's boyfriend, called Craig, and he is like basically, he had people talking about how terrible of a person I was, and, I don't know, Greg and I just, like, we clicked. At the time, I didn't want any relationship, I never, ever wanted to get married, I'm just kinda like, marriages don't work, and I don't wanna be married, and, like, you just have to have fun, like, that was my thing, right? And Greg was like, "Okay," he never pushed anything with me, and, he was older, and Greg and I have a 15-year age difference, and I was just like, "Whatever." But he could kinda see, like, the hurt that I had been through and all the stuff I just cried about, like, he could see all that, and, I showed him some court papers and some things that I had been through, and I guess he felt sorry for me too at some point, and, mm, I don't know, I remember talking to a friend of mine, and I'm just like, "This guy is so cool," and I'm like, "I just don't know, he's not like other people," and I remember Greg had to go to Florida for something, and he's like, "I wanna take you to Florida," and I'm like, "Mhm, yeah, sure," like, "Whatever, sure you do," and, I mean, he really did, but he didn't take me. But, I don't know, he just I guess he kinda felt sorry for me, and, I mean, obviously, I went through some stuff, and he loved my daughter, and kinda treated her like his own, and, it's like he treated her harsh and he treated her good, like one of his own. He actually treated her better than his own because she was a girl. He had boys at the house, so he was like a little bit extra with her, and you know, I remember he let her drink fruit punch in his living room, and she was like 3. She spilled fruit punch, and he didn't freak out or anything like that, but it's kinda like he didn't freak out, but I'm just kinda like, "You let her drink fruit you won't let your boys drink fruit punch, you let her drink fruit punch, she's 3." Like, are you like, you deserve this." She spilled fruit punch. You deserved it. You asked for it. Congratulations. So, yeah, I know. I don't know. It just worked. So it's kind of like we met at his house. We didn't meet anywhere. We kind of met through mutual friends, but we didn't. I mean, you do just know. You do. And the funny thing is like people always say like, how do you fall in love? When do you know? It's like you fucking fall in love when you don't expect it. Like you you find the right person when you're not looking. Like that's so generic and that's so like cliche, but it's so true. Like, I mean, love, marriage, the last fucking thing I ever wanted. Like I don't need you. I don't need a man. I don't need anybody. I got this, you know? And like why do I want to fall in love? So I can hurt you or you can hurt me? Like no, thank you. Like that's not my destiny. That's not what I want. It happened. And I got married before I was 97, which was not my plan. My plan was 97, but I figured Greg is 15 years older than me. So, like getting married at 97 probably wasn't an option. Right? Right. I don't know. Let me ask Greg how he's feeling right now. Val, what is top? Man, my hair is getting. Oh. So, when I was crying, I had a lot more people watching me. Right? What are you gonna do? Greg said he feels good. You have no idea. Have I ever told you about the time that I had prostitutes trying to like sell me to their pimp? Because that happened. Greg's bringing me some Riesling. I've just been talking a whole lot tonight and crying and I don't even know what. Hmm. There's a lot of life lessons, a lot of stuff that goes on. Ooh, I keep moving my my desk. I don't think about it. It's a nervous habit. I guess I still let my daughter, to a point, like, haunt me. I don't know why I do that though. Like, it's not good. It's not healthy. I know better. I do. I do know better, but I don't know. Look, and my cute little husband's getting ready to come in here. Did you bring me some ice? This one's mine? That's a lot of Riesling.
What's a lot of ice? We can
Mm.
get a refill.
Hey,
Mm.
somebody. Oh, look at what Dawn took a screenshot of you earlier.
Yeah, that got pretty cold. That was me.
Yeah, that was you.
She's messing it now.
Okay. Can I get a kiss and a hug? I need a kiss and a hug. Stop to get up. Can I stand?
Probably not.
I can stand. You don't think I can stand? I can stand. Oh. What was that? You're all wine wet and shit. Help. I had to give my man a kiss. I knew, right? Isn't he the cutest? You can't have him. He's taken. Man, I've had a night, right? I probably shouldn't drink no more. Man, oh man. Thank you. You know, he's alright. He's just alright. He's cute. I love him. He's good to me. He's really good to me. He's good for me. He's good for my soul. He's so good for me. You know how, like, you watch Jerry Springer or Maury, and they're like, after all we've been through. Okay. Hey, babe.
Did you want any more of this or no?
Go ahead.
I'm walking around with empty glass. So.
I'll just drink it. Well, you ain't gonna have a glass now. You drank it out of the bottle.
I'll have to wash the bowl. What?
You still have to wash a glass. Come here.
I'm right here.
Well, come here. Look. How long we been together?
God, forever.
How'd you propose to me?
Mm.
You threw a motherfucking plastic.
I didn't throw it. I tossed it under.
You told you did not. No, wait, come here. Come here.
I'm right here.
Come
I'm gonna get that rose. Super.
So you don't want none.
And what?
Come here, come touch my boob.
Nope. I feel corruption in the air.
Hello, corruption. Holla. I'm all about the corruption. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You gotta keep things spicy. Okay. My hubby loves me. But what was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. What I'm trying to say is that I don't know. I love my husband, and he's good for me. He's exactly what I need, and he completes me. He's good for me. I tried to push him away so much. When I first met him, I'm like, you don't want to be with me. Like, I'm not a good person. Like, there's all this stuff with me. And he tried to push me away from him too. So we kind of did this tit for tat. Like, I'm sorry. Kind of like, you don't want me. And he's like, you don't want me. And he's like, you're young. You can like live a whole life. And I'm like, with what? Somebody like my ex. And we kind of did this whole tit for tat thing. But I mean, at some point you realize what's good for you. So it's scary. Love is scary. Just is. Because you don't want to get hurt and you try to protect yourself. They try to protect themselves. And it's a little hard. But if you stick with it, it can be good. It can be good. You know what I mean? I finally have some apple Riesling. I don't even know where Chris is. Chris was asking for it. I finally got it, but he's probably asleep. I remember. I'm going to go back to my ex for a minute because I have some of the craziest stories. I remember that we were at the giant grocery store and these guys were hitting on me and my ex got really, really mad that these guys were hitting on me. I don't know what time I go to sleep. Like, it's 9:52. We normally go to sleep between 10:30, but who knows? Tonight it's Friday and I'm drunk and he's drunk. I think he's drunk. He drank a whole lot, so he's probably drunk. But I just know I'm drunk. But anyway, I was at the Giant and we were packing the stuff up. And I remember, like, this is a really bad neighborhood. This is like Baltimore City. This is like, if you're white, like, the police will pull you over. Like, you're white. Why are you in this neighborhood? You're probably buying drugs. Like, that's the type of neighborhood. Like, legit. Like, no, like, I'm not trying. That's what they would do. Like, you know how they say, like, Frenchie girl in the USA! Look, you got Digger all worked up for no reason. Natalie! I love you. I haven't seen you in a billion years. Come here. Come here. Look, Big Natalie's on. Okay. He doesn't care. He don't care. Frenchy girl in the USA. Oh, I'm so glad you're following me. Okay. I love you. Okay. I wish we were still Facebook friends, but I deleted everybody on Facebook. I'm so antisocial. Terrible. Okay. So, like I was saying, I was in Baltimore City and we're in this area where it's like if you're white, you shouldn't be there. And my daughter's father, he was white, and his buddy, his hustling buddy, was black. And these black guys came up to the car, right? And I'm only saying this because this is like important to the story. So they come up to the car and they're like, "Hey, girl, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh, hey." And of course, my daughter's father got all defensive and shit, as I guess he should have been. And he's like, why are you talking to my girl?" And I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting some shit, right? Like I'm trying to be nice to them because I don't want to start new shit. But then because I'm nice to them, I'm starting shit. So like I can't win. And I'm just like, oh my God. And my daughter's father gets in the car and his hustling buddy gets in the car. And I'm just like, "Shit." And his hustling buddy gives him the gun and is like, "Here, prove yourself." And I'm just like, and I'm sitting in the back of the car and I'm just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? I'm so scared. And I'm just like sitting there. And my daughter's father grabs the gun and he goes to shoot. And he doesn't know how to unlock the safety, right? And his hustling buddy laughs at him, right? And I laugh too because I'm kind of relieved because I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm really scared. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, I guess my boyfriend has to like show that like he's got to protect his bitch, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? So we drive away, and he figures out how to get the safety undone without his hustling buddy telling him. And his hustling buddy gets proud of him because he knows how to do it. And I'm just like, but like nothing happened really. I'm just like, what life? What life am I in? What did I choose? Like, what is happening to me? And that was kind of like the ball rolling into like this is this is not how I grew up. This is not what I envisioned my life to be. I just I don't like fighting, and I think that like men trying to piss on each other to show who's bigger is very childish. And I know it's terrible. It's terrible, Natalie. So I don't know. I don't. It's just it's hard. It's hard for me to deal with. Ah, it just is. Natalie, I'm I'm drunk. I'm just gonna say it. I'm I'm drunk. And I had more wine to go. And I can't leave a full glass. It's like it's Okay, I'm gonna try to hold it without spilling it. I didn't spill it. I'm not that drunk, right? 'Cause I didn't I didn't spill it. No spills. I'm not drunk. I'm good. Hey, Katie. Do you like it? Do you like the strawberries and cream? Cause oh, it's one of my favorites. But I've got it. I'm saving it for winter. Winter time. It's good. Yes, yes, yeah, yes, girl. Save it in the fridge. How's life going? I miss you. I miss you. I want to talk to you about some stuff too. I should friend you. I'm supposed to not friend people on Facebook because I hate Facebook. Let's email each other. Hate Facebook. Facebook sucks ass. Do you see, Natalie? You missed all the crying. I was crying. My face is all red and splotchy, and I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm hot. I feel like taking my shirt off. I just rip this shit off. Just be like, what? I mean, it's just a sports bra. Y'all can't really see anything anyway. We do have to. You have my number? Let me know if you have my number. If you don't, send me an email. I'll give you my number because we do have to talk. Because I want to talk because I'm drunk. But even if I'm not drunk, I want to talk anyway because we got to talk because I'm curious about some stuff and I just want to get your input on some things. And my hair is crazy. You like my hair? Can't, you didn't even see my hair when it was down. Look, hold on. I don't even know if you can tell, but can you tell my hair is like lighter and so pretty? Okay, I'm gonna put it up now because it's getting on my nerves. It's hot and I can't deal with it. But anyway, ouch. Hubs loves me and we're doing good things and I'm lucky because I didn't want to be in a relationship. I didn't want to be married. I didn't want like nobody to love me because love sucks. Because when people love you, they just end up hating you later because they can't handle you. And yeah, but I'm drunk. I'm going to go out to a restaurant tomorrow and get some food and some ginger ale probably because I'm drunk and I'm probably gonna need some hangover ginger ale and I don't know why I'm shaking my head like this because yeah. I've been live for 2 hours and 29 minutes and 22 seconds. Girl, let's call right now. You wanna call me right now? Dawn at dawnrambles.com. Send me your number. I'll get off this live. We can oh, let's FaceTime. Do you have an iPhone? If you have an iPhone, you can iPhone me. I mean, FaceTime me. iPhone, FaceTime, same thing. Well, Val, you go to sleep. Enjoy. Thank you for joining me through my laughter and my cries and my all my stuff. Katie, good night. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Love you. Natalie, send me an email, dawn@dawnrambles.com, so that we can FaceTime. Love you too, Val. Oh, Natalie, I think I see you. Okay, let me end this.